Police log for January 31st through February 6, 2020. January 31st, fraud at Mission Springs, possible computer fraud. Canine administration at HPD, monthly reports. Even Canine Mattis has paperwork to do. 10 p.m., noise complaint on Oak. An anonymous caller reports that an unknown neighbor has been using an unknown type of power equipment for an unspecified length of time. We'll send an unnamed officer over right away. February 1st, animal incident on North Mill. Caller reports oxen roaming free in the area, unable to locate. Well, if only Canine Mattis wasn't stuck in the office doing paperwork. An erratic driver was stopped on Washington Street after being observed swerving all over the road. HPD stopped the car and called for a certified swerve-free driver. Well-being check on Johnson Drive, report of a male on foot yelling obscenities. Located near Kim Place and taken home. Crash on Washington and Highland. Milford and Ashland drivers contributed to this intersection's notoriety. An animal incident on Prentice. A bull mastiff / boxer mix was out for a walk. The owner located, both of them walked home. February 2nd, vehicle stop with arrest at 847 Washington. A Milford driver was stopped for speeding and then slapped with other infractions including OUI liquor, negligent operation, and driving an unregistered vehicle. Was he just begging to be arrested or what? Check prisoner every half hour. Animal incident on Marshall. Report of a loose dog with the owner not far behind trying to catch it. Another vehicle stop with arrest, this time at 210 Underwood. An Ashland resident was stopped for no inspection sticker and then slapped with other infractions including operating with a suspended license and an outstanding warrant. Another guy begging to be arrested. Suspicious activity on Windsor. Caller reported hearing noises from fireworks or gunshots and seeing two men, one possibly carrying a gun. HPD confirmed that it was just firecrackers. There was a crash on Railroad and Central. A Weymouth driver passed on some of his kinetic energy to a Stratham, New Hampshire driver. February 3rd, noise complaint, 800 block of Central. It's a dog barking all hours of the day and night, an ongoing problem. The ACO was notified. Repo man on Turner Road. It's 2 a.m. Do you know where your Nissan Altima is? February 4th, Lowland Street Industrial Park at midnight. Report of two persons on bicycles looking into buildings, gone on arrival. Probably weren't planning on stealing anything big anyway. Animal incident at 686 Highland. A deer struck and lying in the middle of the road. Highway called. Yum yum, eat 'em up. Suspicious motor vehicle on Monroe. Report of a black RAV4 driving down the rail trail. Gone on arrival. Another suspicious motor vehicle, this time on Old Cart Path. Caller said a gray G6 with Rhode Island plates drove up his driveway and then left when the caller told the driver it wasn't his driveway. Rhode Island drivers are often confused. 8 p.m. suspicious activity, Winter and Short. Report of a person dressed all in black in the area. Unable to locate. Call HPD if you recognize this person. February 5th, Sherburne PD reports an erratic driver headed towards Holliston. HPD followed the driver all the way to the Midway line with no infractions. Amazing what a police car in your rearview mirror can do to improve your driving. Animal incident at 163 Woodland. A Holliston driver struck a deer, causing damage to his car. The deer ran off to rethink his road crossing techniques. February 6th at 6 a.m., Grove Street caller concerned about a cat stuck in a tree. The caller advised to take steps to take it down. Take heart, at least the dispatcher didn't send over a dispatcher. Animal incident on the rail trail near Depot Liquors. Report of a deer stuck in a fence. This time the dispatcher was sent. And lastly, another animal incident on the rail trail, this time near Arch Street. Report of a white dog or a coyote running free. I've never seen an albino coyote. During the reporting period, 19 citations and 18 warnings were issued. 3 erratic drivers were reported, and dispatchers logged 302 calls. K-9 Mattis was bogged down with paperwork, but did have time to look for articles and evidence on Bartzak. But wait, there's more. Did you know that at one time Holliston was a dry town? February 4th, 1891, according to the Framingham Gazette, during its first 6 months of operation, a group of citizens called themselves the Law and Order League of Holliston reported that it had 1. Driven from town the most conspicuous offender of the laws, one Mr. Scahill; 2. Closed the worst place of illicit sale of intoxicating beverages, known as the O'Brien Place; and 3. Caused $50 to be paid by the bartender of another saloon, who, although he ran away, was found and brought back for justice, one Mr. Gallagher. The report concludes that the day for quiet and blissful shelter of lawbreakers behind inefficient or conniving officials is evidently past. Sorry. Well, that's the log for this week, so let's be careful out there. For the Holliston Police Log, this is Paul Solnier.